What is happening, people? Welcome back to another video. I'm T2 Sugars, Welsh graffiti artist, and today I'm in Merthyr, St Tydfil's Court, and we are painting the lift area as you come in. So entrance is here, you come in, get into the lift, and go up. So the residents here have done a vote and they want to do like a Welsh theme. So we're going to do like Welsh dragons on here, we're going to be putting dementia flower, and then a couple of other bits here and there. Like, so I'm going to mark everything out first and then I'll come talk to you about the design. So I'm going to do that first. So we have got everything marked out. I've got a bit of a landscape going on here, mountains and a lake and stuff. Then I've got the Welsh dragon. Then behind that, or further along that, mining shaft wheel. Then at the end of the corridor, we're gonna get the what's called the dementia symbol, which is like a blue flower. Then I'm gonna put like a landscape across here, like Pen y Man, mountains, things like that. And then here is going to be a giant, realistic looking daffodil. We haven't got a lot of time now today after taping everything up, so all the floor has been taped up with like a floor protector, I think it's called. But yeah, with that being taped up, all the walls, all the ceiling, well, all the masking tape has all been done. Obviously took a lot longer like than normal because we had to go around lifts and signs and things like that. But yeah, all is ready to go. But yeah, really looking forward to getting my teeth sunk into this one, and it's gonna be sweet. Let's go. Right, so that is it for day one. Just gotta add some more highlights, finish off the stem tomorrow morning, first thing. But then after that, got all this wall to get done. But my daffodil, on the other hand, is working out really, really well. I've learned a lot from watching Smo paint. If you put anything on a blurry background, it looks 100 times better. But yeah, just got a couple of sharpening bits to do on this, little bits of like low lights has got to be added in like towards like the bottom here, a couple of bits of transparent black and transparent shadow. When the stem goes in, little highlights, and then that will be up in, and I will be very happy when that one's done. I will see you tomorrow. So I'm going to put my hand over the screen, take it back off, and it'll be tomorrow. So yeah, this is day two, and I just wanted to just quickly go over something. Now, about a year ago, I'd never really painted a flower ever, and I'm getting better every time that I paint one. So even though like I'm not a massive fan of painting flowers, they are really fun to paint. Now there's a lot of structure to them. So like this is the top of the daffodil, here are the petals. Now I've got 3 tones of yellow on there. So I've got ochre brown, then I've got melon yellow, and then I have cashmere yellow on top of that. Now to really make this pop, I need to add some transparent black because there is actually a shadow in this area. What I want to do is I just want to highlight the fact that it is a shadow there, where at the moment it just looks like one big block of yellow. Now the other thing else is going to make this pop, and this is like key to it, is adding the highlights last. So go into the real light colors last. Now the real light colors is obviously white. Now when you add the white, it just needs to be subtle and on little bits here and there where the light would literally just be bouncing off the top of like reflective edges and things like that. That's how we make that whole flower really lift off the wall, is by adding the low lights and the highlight. Now the image that I'm using is like a image off Pinterest. It's not a realistic image, it's stylized and everything. So here is the image I'm using, and you can see there's like little highlights here, here, and all the way across the top, just to bring this top edge to life and pop it off, lift it away from the background.
Eventually.
So another trick that I've learned off another graffiti artist called Smo Nova in Germany. He's taught me a shed load. Even though I've been painting for 12 years, he was the first guy I looked at doing like the doodle grids, and he does super realistic paintings and they're absolutely incredible. But he really likes to use a bit of paintbrush in his where...
Yeah,
Go on, love, you right?
sorry.
You right?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
He does super realistic paintings and he adds paintbrushes in. Now, I try to refrain from using paintbrushes because I absolutely hate them, but I do carry one at all times just to get a little edge here and there. From watching his videos and picking up tricks and tips from him, I've learned that if you're going to do flowers, and he's done flowers as well in a couple of his murals, is if you put it on a blurry background, the subject you're painting in focus makes it really pop off. So that's why we've got this like really blurry green background. I'm going to try and add in little highlights of like yellow in the background towards the end, just to make it look like there's other daffodils out in the distance, and then this one is brought right into focus, making it come to life. So they're the first things I'm going to be adding is the low light. So I'm going to be using like transparent black and transparent grey, just to get that little bit of depth in there, because on this flower there is no black, and we wouldn't use black on something like this because that would be just too harsh, and it'd be outlining, where we're trying to make it look as realistic as we can. On flowers, there is no outline, there is just one blend from one colour to another. That's me talking about how I paint my realistic flowers, and little bits of tricks and tips there for you guys. Yeah, get these on the wall, and we'll get this one finished and move on to everything else. But yeah, busy day. So yeah, now you can see that I've added in all the little highlights here and there, and it's starting to really pop off. I'm just trying to show you it all in one shot, adding in these little highlights here on the ends, you know, and then adding that transparent black in this area here, bringing that shadow forward if the light is behind the flower, you know, all helps bringing it to life. Looks pretty awesome. I'm just going to add in a little bit here and there, and then we'll be moving on to doing the dragon. So little tricks and tips on how to paint realistic flowers. Hoping that you've learned something from my little tutorial on how to paint realistic flowers, add in them highlights and them lowlights to make it really pop. I'm really happy with everything, how everything's turned out, and add in little highlights here and there and what to use when it comes to doing flowers and stuff. That'll be a wrap. So yeah.